Gemini, and welcome to your general reading for September. So love and romance readings will be coming out soon. This is just looking at generally how you're feeling in the moment. So it still might be love and romance, but it might also be to do with your financial life, job, relationships in general, home life, or just your general mood at the moment, how you're feeling in yourself. So it's a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. Take what does and leave what doesn't. Welcome back to my subscribers. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do. It's completely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you can hear when more videos come out. And if you like the video, I'd love to hear in your comments below, and please hit the like bell, the like button. So in the centre read, you've got the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. So it feels that there's some regret happening for you at the moment, Gemini, to do with words which have been said. It feels that there's regret for a conversation which has happened, and it happened so quickly that harsh words were said instead of love words, and it could be that these words were said to you, it could be that you said them to somebody else, it could just be that an actual argument has happened and words were said with both of them. It does feel that your mind is very much on, at the moment, something which has been quite painful for you to hear or to say or to receive, or that in some way you've caused pain to somebody else. It doesn't feel that there is no blame here as such. It's just it's like a conversation happened so fast, and spiraled downward so quickly that it came out not how you would have liked it. The result of it was not what you actually wanted, and so now there's this sense of regret happening in you. So we'll get some more information with Gemini on what's going on with you in September. What's going on in the back of your mind, what's playing on your mind about these words, this conversation which has happened, some communication which has not gone to plan. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune up in your subconscious here. So it does really feel that the conversation which has happened feels as if it's to do with something that it's not like a new conversation. So it feels that almost like something came to a head, so that something was bubbling either in you or in somebody else, and it's been building up and building up and building up and building up, and then it's just exploded and it's come to a head. And this is how this conversation's come about, and it's almost as if you can't quite work out, well, where did that come from? Or they can't work out, where did that come from? Because it's either you or the other person hasn't been aware that there's been so much tension going on underneath that it's just, this is why the regret's happening and the pain is happening with it, this conversation. And in the foundation we've got the Nine of Swords here. It's causing an awful lot of stress and worry, whatever this thing which has been building up. It feels very stuck in your head energy. So this could be the other person again, or the other situation, or it could be yourself. But there is this feeling that definitely some truths have come out, and they've come out harshly. And it feels as though they didn't necessarily need to come out harshly, because there was maybe a better way of communicating something which might have been more productive or soft. And that's where the regret's coming from. The regret isn't necessarily from sharing the information, it's from how it came out. And we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I've just used the word sharing. It feels that home truths have been handed out So, but because it's come almost out of the blue, it's just suddenly, well, where did that? It's almost like you're suddenly going, well, where did that come from? The other person's going, where on earth did that come from? And these words, this conversation, these home truths, which have been building up and building up, have just been exploded at somebody or at yourself. So the energy you're in just now is this. It's almost like you're in the aftermath of thinking, what? How did that happen? Where did that come from? How am I supposed to take that back, or how can I stop feeling the pain of hearing the words which have been said? Feels very much the energy which is happening at the moment with Gemini in September. And let's just get some guidance from Spirit and the cards. Guidance on how Gemini can move forward at the moment with this situation. So, as I said, this could be to do with a business thing. It could be that something's just been bugging you at work and now it's come to a head. It could be within your home life, siblings, family, love, romance. It really could be. You'll know how it resonates with you, this situation which is suddenly blown up out of nowhere. So, the guidance that Spirit's actually saying is that you can now drop the burden, though. I'm going to get another card as well from Spirit, but there is it feels as though it was you who has exploded. It's you who's had something building up that you have just finally thrown out some home truths at someone. You've decided you're not, not decided, it feels like you didn't decide anything. It feels like it happened very, very quickly and it just poured out for some reason, but you've really shared how you're feeling about somebody and you're feeling a bit regretful for it. You have the Tower and the Ten of Wands as your guidance here, but it is saying that this is a huge, huge burden that you're actually dropping. So although you might be feeling regretful or even getting the word ashamed of how something came about or unravelled as such, what you're actually being told here is that it's all right, that these words that you've been carrying and building up in your head, to actually have exploded them out is gonna, when you allow it to be, will be a huge, huge weight from you. So it's looking for some self-forgiveness is what you're being guided to give yourself now, to recognise that yes, in the future, don't let, it's when you let all these little things build up and they explode into a huge thing and the other person, they haven't got a chance to deal with it and by then the damage is done. It's saying in future you need to communicate more clearly as you go along, so it doesn't get to this huge painful moment where things come out quite explosively. But it's saying that the fact that this explosion has happened is really good, that you're freeing yourself in some way. It's a huge freedom that you're allowing yourself. So it could just be the mental freedom, the emotional freedom from having unburdened your thoughts, or it could actually be that whatever it is you've said will now lead to a huge freedom in your life. But it is reassuring you, the guidance you're getting is reassuring you that this was a burden which had to be dropped. And we have the Knight of Cups down here in your head. It's you need to be more loving to yourself and forgiving to yourself just now, on whatever's gone down. So this could be reversed. It could be that this has happened to you. But whatever it is, it's that you're just wishing that it could have been done in a more loving way. We can get a clarity card for the Knight of Cups that you have here. So you have the Hanging Man. So with this is to do with the regret that you're feeling with how this conversation came about, how this communication or unburdening of your thoughts has come about. And it's kind of reminding you that it's okay, because you've learned, or they've learned, or collectively you're learning that in future you can do things in a more loving way and a more empathetic way when you're seeing the other person's point of view. So it's kind of reassuring you that it's all right that this happened in a more painful way, because now what you're doing is you're learning from it how to communicate with empathy and love and kindness for another person when you're communicating, but also kindness for yourself. So forgiving yourself, that it's, if you're having things which build up in your mind or negative thoughts, it's reminding you not to let those build up and to have self-love, a lot more self-love. This is urging you to look towards, to look at the other person. So there is this feeling that you really are so concerned that you either cause pain or that you've had pain caused to you. There's the energy you're in at the moment is really focused on the pain that it causes, and again it's pulling you back to really being guided to understand that yes, instead of dwelling on the painful way that something has happened, it's looking at the lesson that you can get from it, the fact that it's all right actually to have expressed your needs somewhere. It's all right to have put your needs, to make your needs important to somebody, to communicate how important something is and what's upsetting you. It's reminding you that that's all right, and you can learn now to do it, or they will learn to do it in a more sympathetic, empathetic and kind way. So you can reach the same conclusion next time without going through the pain, is what the guidance is getting here. That there can be huge learning and changing of cycles. So there could be, this could be to do with the person or the situation that you've had an upset with, or it could be just in the future. What it's saying is whatever this cycle is of painful communication can change. It just needs some learning lessons to happen here. Some empathy, some love, some forgiveness. I'm just getting some hopes and fears for Gemini in this situation. Some hopes and fears for Gemini. What are hopes and fears that Gemini is holding? So we have the Two of Cups here, beautiful card. So it feels to me that what you're being said here is that you're scared that whatever this communication which has caused pain either to you or you've caused to another person, you're really scared that actually it's broken a partnership, a friendship, a romantic relation, that you're somehow really scared that actually by speaking your truth, or them speaking your truth, by unburdening whatever it is which is built up in your mind, so that it's become such this huge thing, you're really scared that it's going to have damaged a partnership in your life, a situation in your life, to the point where it's not repairable. But actually the cards are saying it really doesn't need to be that way. So either moving forward into new relationships and situations, or returning to the situation that you've had this conflicting conversation with. It's saying if you can go in there, completely clean slate, drop all the burdens, go in with love, go in with empathy, or allow them, because sometimes we can't receive the love, isn't it? We can't allow somebody to see our point of view. Go in with that kind of open-hearted communication, that actually it will be all right. It's all salvable. It's just learning and lessons and breaking cycles and growth. So I think the cards are really saying that there's this huge opportunity of growth here, actually. And for your conclusion here, you've got the King of Swords, which is perfect. We'll take some clarity on that conclusion, but that is the perfect outcome here, because it really is saying that this regret that you've got, you can drop it, and you can master how you communicate. You can change how you communicate. They can change how they communicate. Whatever this situation is, wherever the roles are, with some empathy and an open heart, all of this can be completely fine, as I say, in this current situation or in the next one moving forward. There's huge lessons to be learned, but it is learning to drop things, to let things go, hugely let things go. With this ten of Wands in this Tower moment, it's very much about letting things go, forgiveness, seeing it from points of views, empathy, with an open heart. And here you have your King of Swords, you've got the Page of Cups. So here you've got your Knight of Cups that you're moving towards here. And this is the Page of Cups. This is saying the start of communication from a softer heart place. The starting to communicate, looking actually looking at each other, really hearing each other, really understanding what another person's needs are, really being able to clearly communicate what your needs are, and knowing that your needs are really valuable. So you don't have to let things build up and get stressful. It can be spoken about in kind and loving ways as you move through relationships. So again, either the current relationship you're in or in future relationships. But it's really saying that you have, if you look around you just now, the reason this is coming up is because in September you have been given the perfect opportunities to understand how to let go. All the other party is understanding how to let go, how to be empathetic, how to be loving and kind in your communications, so that this kind of situation and pain can be avoided in the future. So that's what I have for you. I hope that's been useful. Please comment below if it has been. Don't forget to like the video and share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and hopefully we'll see you back here in October. Have a good month.